All right, so today I'm going to be showing you how to create an electronic gradebook with both categories and items in the D2L Brightspace learning management system. So I'm going to go over to this grades section of the nav bar first, then it'll automatically take me to the setup wizard. I want to adjust a few settings first, so I'm going to go up to the top right section and hit settings. Then I'm going to make sure that everything is all right in this personal display options tab. I've got these automatically checked here in the grade details. That's all fine. I'm not going to adjust those. The one thing that I do want to have is I want to check the repeat adjusted final grade at the start of the user list just to make sure that I have that on there. And then the default grades area, I want to make sure it says manage grades there. Then I'll hit save. I'm going to double check this next tab, the org unit display options. Just making sure I'm fine with 2 decimal places. The same thing for the student view. We're all good there. Yep, don't really have to adjust anything there. I'll hit save. Then the calculation options tab. This is just an example of what it could look like if you have a weighted grading system. I want to make sure mine's based off of points. So points is checked. I want to scroll down and adjusted final grade. I want it to actually be the calculated final grade released, and I want to make sure it is automatically or final grades are automatically updated there. So just because it's a calculated final grade, I wanted to switch that released section there. Then I'll hit save. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, I'm sure. Then everything will be saved successfully. So I'm just going to hit save here one more time, and perfect. So now what I can do is I can go back to the grades section and say I want to actually manage the grade. Sorry there. I'll click this new button here at the top to create graded categories. So I'm going to break them down by each week. So for example, I want week number 1 grades to be in there. And then I'm just going to hit save and new so I can quickly add these other weeks. So save and new. I'm going to add week number 2, save and new. Week number 3, save and new. Number 4, number 5, and finally, week number 6. Now I'll click save and close now since I've got those done. So now what I'll see is I will see all these different categories here broken down by the week that I can assign different tasks or assignments or discussions, whatever that may be. Now I need to add items within these categories. So let's say, for example, I want a specific discussion every single week. Now I have several different options for the grade item type. I'm going to just click numeric because I think that's one of the easiest ones to use. And since it's just a basic discussion post, I'm just going to grade it out of 10 points anyway. So numeric, then I'm going to call this week 1 discussion. The category, I'm going to click week number 1 just to make sure everything's in there. And like I said, I did want it out of 10 points, so that's perfectly fine. Default scheme, perfect. I don't want to exclude it from the final grade calculation or anything like that. So I've got it week 1 discussion in week 1 out of 10 points. I'm going to click save and new so I can once again go in and add a discussion for each week. So week 2 discussion. Now I want to make sure that this category is under week 2 since it's in a new spot. My points are still there. Save and new. Same thing, numeric, week 3 discussion. Once again, should be in the week 3 category. 10 points. Save and new. And I'm just going to keep repeating this process because I want a discussion post every single week. Week 4 discussion goes in week number 4, 10 points. Week 5 discussion, category is going to be week number 5, 10 points. And then my last one here, week 6 discussion, and this is to have 10 points again, and it's going to go in week 6. Now I'm done, so I'm just going to click this save and close icon. Now, if you see, you can view all of these discussions go in the correct week. They are all out of 10 points. So now I'll show you what it looks like as a demo student. All right, so now I'm impersonating a demo student, as you can tell in the top right here. So just showing you what it looks like on their end with all these grades in the gradebook. So they can go over to the grades tab, and they will see each category with each item in there. So week 1 discussion, all the way through week 6, and they can see it is out of 10 points with their calculated grade percentage here in the middle. And they'll also be able to see any comments off to the side for when they get feedback for each assignment.